Okay, good morning. So before we start our next section, which is going to be section 1.3, again, we're going to do our next do now. So again, you're going to need your do now sheet out. And here we go. Again, I would pause the video and try the do now on your own before you jump back in here. Okay, so where do planes AFD and GJI intersect? Again, remember we learned in our last lesson that the intersection of two planes is a line. So in this case, the line where they intersect is going to be right here at BE. So they intersect at BE. Okay, and then for number 2, we want to name the line in 2 different ways. So again, there's 2 ways that we can name lines. We can use 2 points. So this could be line AB. Okay, and again, we would put that symbol for the line above the AB, or we can use a lowercase script letter, and in this case, that would be line M. Okay, so the quiz is going to be after the next section, just so you know again. Okay, and today we're going to start talking about 1.3, which is lengths of segments. So there's going to be now actually more math involved here. Always play along, have your calculator out, make sure you're getting the same answers that I am. If you're not, again, reach out and let me know, and I can help you make sure that you are putting it into the calculator correctly. Okay, so here we go. Segment addition postulate. If 3 points A, B, and C are collinear and B is between A and C, then AB plus BC equals AC. So in other words, if you take your segment here and add it to this segment here, that would give you the entire segment. So AB plus BC equals AC, or 4 plus 10 equals 14. So the entire length of AC would be 14. Not going to stay that straightforward. Okay, so in this example, for example number 1, EG is 59, and we want to know the length of EF and FG. EG is the entire segment, so if we take the 2 segments and add them together, they're going to have to equal 59. So we're going to have 8x minus 14 plus 4x plus 1 equals 59. Okay, and now we're just going to solve that equation. So 8x and 4x will give you 12x, and negative 14 plus 1 will give you negative 13, and that's going to equal 59. Okay, if we add 13 to both sides, we'll be left with 12x on the left, and on the right, 59 plus 13 is going to equal 72. Opposite of multiplying by 12 is to divide by 12, so if you divide each side by 12, X will end up giving you an answer of 6. Okay, but again, that isn't the final answer to my question, because again, it had asked me to find the length of EF and FG, and all I have is what my value of X is. So let's first find the length of EF. EF was represented by 8x minus 14. We just found out that X was 6, so I'm going to do 8 times 6 minus 14. 8 times 6 is 48. And 48 minus 14 will give me an answer of 34. So the length of EF is going to be 34. And now we'll do the same thing for FG. FG was represented by 4x plus 1. Again, we found x to be 6. So I'm going to do 4 times 6 plus 1. 4 times 6 is 24. And 24 plus 1 is 25. Okay, moving on to number 2, in the diagram JL is 120, and we want to know the lengths of JK and KL. So same process that we're going to do here. We're going to add those 2 line segments together to get a total of 120. So 4x plus 6 plus 7x plus 15 has to equal 120. Again, I'll combine my like terms on this left-hand side. So 4x plus 4x plus 7x is 11x, and 6 plus 15 is 21. So right now I'm left with 11x plus 21 equals 120. We're going to subtract 21 from both sides. That will leave us with 11x on the left, and 120 minus 21 will give me an answer of 99. To get rid of the 11 that's in front of that x, the opposite of multiplying by 11 is to divide by 11, and 99 divided by 11 will give you an answer of 9. So x is going to be 9 in this case, and again, we haven't actually answered the question because the question did not ask us to find x. It asked us to find the length of JK and KL. So let's do JK first. So again, JK was represented by 4x plus 6. We just found out that x was 9. So I'm going to have 4 times 9 plus 6. 4 times 9 is 36. And 36 plus 6 will give me an answer of 42. So the length of JK is 42. And let's find our KL. KL was represented by 7x plus 15. And again, we just found out that x was 9. So we're going to have 7 times 9 plus 15. 7 times 9 is 63, and 63 plus 15 will give you an answer of 78. Hey, again, what does congruent mean? Congruent means that two things are equal in measure. Okay, so if AB is congruent to CD, again, if they're equal, and AB is represented by 3x minus 5, and CD is represented by x plus 13, we want to find the entire length of AB. Okay, so we're going to have, again, those two things are equal, So 3x minus 5 equals x plus 13. This time I'm going to subtract this x from both sides. I'll actually write that step out since I have some room. So 3x minus 1x will give me an answer of 2x. So I'm going to have 2x minus 5 equals 13. I'll add 5 to both sides. The 5s will cancel on the left and on the right. 13 plus 5 will give me an answer of 18. And then again, dividing by 2, x is going to give me an answer of 9. But once again, if I go back and look at the problem, it did not ask me to find x. It asked me to find the length of AB. So again, AB was represented by 3x minus 5. And again, we just found x to be 9. So 3 times 9 is 27. And 27 minus 5 is 22. So the length of AB is 22. What is a midpoint? Again, from one of our first two lessons, we had defined what a midpoint was. A midpoint is a point that divides a segment into two congruent segments. So we have a picture here, and if M is the midpoint of AB, so again, if it bisects it or cuts it into two equal spots, two equal pieces, and AM is 6x minus 7, and MB is 5x plus 1, find the length of AM, MB, and AB. So again, if it's the midpoint, again, that means that AM is going to be equal to MB. So again, I'll set my 6x minus 7 equal to 5x plus 1. Again, I'll just write the first step here out. I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides. 6x minus 5x will give me an answer of 1x. So I'm going to have x minus 7 on the left, and on the right, I'll be left with 1. And then to get x by itself, I'm going to add 7 to both sides, and x is going to give me an answer of 8. So again, the question did not ask me to find what x was. It asked me to find the length of AM, MB, and also the entire length of AB. So let's do AM first. So AM was represented by 6x minus 7. So I am going to, again, plug in my 8 for x. 6 times 8 is 48. And 48 minus 7 is 41. So the length of AM is 41. MB was represented by 5x plus 1. And again, we just found x to be 8. So we're going to have 5 times 8 plus 1, or 40 plus 1, which is going to equal 41. And again, notice that both those answers are the same. And again, they should be, because again, if it's a midpoint, it cuts it into two congruent pieces. And for the total length, the last thing that we have to find here of AB, we can just add those two pieces together. 41 plus 41. Ooh, sorry. Touched the iPad in a weird way. 41 plus 41 will give you a total answer of 82. So 82 is going to be the entire length of AB. Okay, and our line bisector, a line bisector is a line that intersects its segment at its midpoint. It's pretty much going to serve the same purpose that the midpoint did in our last problem. We're going to end up with two congruent or two equal pieces. So line L is the bisector of AB. Again, think of the word bisect as cuts. So line L cuts AB. So AB is what's being cut in half, not line L. If AB is 8x minus 6 and AO is 3x plus 4, we want to find the length of OB. So this time they gave us the entire length of the segment from A to B, and then they gave us one piece on this side. So again, if I know that this line bisects AB, that means that AO and OB have to be the same length. So I'm going to take the measure of AO, which was 3x plus 4. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to double that. I'm going to multiply it by 2. Because if this one is represented by 3x plus 4, so is that one. Because again, they're going to be congruent. And that will give me my entire length of 8x minus 6. So on the left-hand side, distributing the 2 through the parentheses, 2 times 3x is 6x. 2 times 4 is 8. And on the right, I'm going to have my 8x minus 6. And I like to keep my x's positive, just a creature of habit. So I'll subtract 6x from both sides. So I'm going to have 8 equals 2x minus 6. Now to get rid of that negative 6, I'm going to add 6 to both sides. So I'm going to have 14 equals 2x. And the opposite of multiplying by 2 is to divide by 2. And when you divide 14 by 2, you're going to get an answer of 7. So again, I found x, but I did not find the length of OB. Again, they technically did not tell me what OB was represented by. But again, if OB is the same thing as OA, if I find the measure of OA, then I found the measure of OB. So OA was represented by 3x plus 4. So I'm just going to do 3 times 7 plus 4, or 21 plus 4, which will give you an answer of 25. So OB is going to be represented by 25. So again, really this lesson was all about two things being congruent from a bisector, a midpoint, and again, just the word congruent. Okay, and I will see you for section 1-4.